Hey everyone, ready to talk about something that's probably been on your mind lately.
I'm guessing the cost of living.
You got it. We're going to break down what it takes to actually live comfortably in each state.
And just a heads up, we're focusing on single workers here.
Right, if you've got a family to support, well, you're going to need a lot more.
A whole lot more.
All right, let's dive in. We're going from the priciest state all the way down.
Buckle up, it's going to be a wild ride.
Number 50, anyone want to guess?
Does it involve pineapples and beaches?
It does. Hawaii. To live comfortably there, get ready, you need over $124,000 a year.
Yeah, Hawaii's beautiful, but that beauty comes at a price. Everything costs more there. Groceries, housing, just getting around.
So paradise isn't exactly budget-friendly.
Definitely not.
Okay, at number 49, we've got Massachusetts, just shy of six figures there.
$87,900 to be exact.
Ouch.
Massachusetts has a lot going for it. A strong economy, great health care, excellent schools.
But that all attracts people.
Exactly. More people, more demand, higher prices.
And speaking of high prices, coming in at number 48, it's California.
The Golden State, sunshine, beaches, and a cost of living over $80,000 a year.
Worth it.
That depends. Love that California lifestyle. Yeah, maybe, but that housing market, it's a beast.
All right, number 47, it's the Empire State, New York.
You're looking at about $73,226 to live comfortably there.
Taxes must be killing.
Oh, they are. The highest in the country. Plus, New York City itself, well, rent, food, it's all expensive.
Makes sense. All right, number 46 might surprise some folks.
Let me guess. Alaska.
You got it. Around $71,500 a year to live comfortably up there.
Think about it. Everything has to be shipped in.
And those long winters can't be cheap either, heating and all that.
Absolutely. Plus, specialized infrastructure for that harsh environment adds up quickly.
All right, coming in hot at number 45 is Maryland.
Just under $68,000 a year there.
So, not cheap. What's driving that?
Whether you're in Baltimore or near D.C., housing, utilities, groceries, they're all pricier than average.
Okay, number 44, beautiful state, beautiful fall colors, beautiful price tag.
Vermont. Over $65,000 a year.
Almost $10,000 more than the typical single earner makes across the U.S.
It's a small state, mostly rural. That can mean higher costs for things like transportation and healthcare.
Plus all those tourists driving up prices.
Exactly, especially during those peak seasons.
Next up, Oregon at number 43. $65,763 a year.
Now, that doesn't surprise me. They have a super low tax rate.
I know, right? I thought it'd be way more affordable.
It's those other expenses, groceries, healthcare, transportation, all higher than average.
So much for low taxes saving the day.
Sometimes, yeah.
Okay, let's head to Washington State, number 42. Around $65,640 a year.
No state income tax there, which is nice.
But still pricey.
That tech industry boom, especially in Seattle, it's pushing prices up for everyone.
So all those high salaries in tech, they create a ripple effect.
Exactly. Rent goes up, restaurants get more expensive, everything.
Makes sense. Number 41 on our list, New Jersey. Over $64,450 a year.
Property taxes are a big culprit there. And housing costs. Forget about it.
Especially if you're anywhere near New York City.
Right. You're basically paying a premium for proximity.
Okay, rounding out the top 40. Connecticut. $63,750 a year.
Connecticut's got this great mix of rural areas and cities, but that proximity to New York City and Boston, it hurts their affordability.
So charming towns, beautiful countryside.
And a hefty price tag.
All right, number 39. A state that loves to brag about its lack of taxes.
New Hampshire. No state income tax, no sales tax.
Sounds like a dream. But you're still telling me I need over $62,900 a year to live there.
It's those other costs again. Housing, healthcare, utilities, they're all above average.
Plus, it's a desirable place to live. Beautiful and close to big cities.
Supply and demand, high demand, higher prices.
So no sales tax doesn't necessarily equal savings.
It's just one piece of the puzzle.
Right, at number 38, we have Maine. A little over $61,800 a year.
Love Maine. Lobsters, lighthouses, all that.
But expensive.
Yeah, healthcare and utilities are pricey up there.
Plus, a lot of their industries are seasonal. Tourism, fishing.
That can make it hard to find steady work year-round.
Okay, next up, Arizona at number 37. Over $61,200 a year.
Sun, desert, retirement communities, and high demand.
And high energy bills to keep cool in that heat.
Definitely.
Coming in at number 36, it's Rhode Island. Just under $61,000 a year.
Think coastal towns, beautiful mansions. Those drive up the cost of everything.
Plus, high property taxes. Outs.
They add up.
Okay, let's head to the mountains. Number 35, Colorado. Beautiful state, but...
Almost $60,000 a year to live comfortably.
So those ski resorts aren't the only expensive thing.
Nope. Denver, Boulder, those cities have crazy high housing costs.
Makes sense. People want to live there.
It's a beautiful state, and it's attracting more people all the time, which means...
higher prices. The story of our lives. Okay, number 34. A state that's more than just casinos.
Nevada. Over $58,500 a year.
So Even outside of Vegas, it's pricey.
Yep, utilities and transportation are particularly expensive there.
Good to know. All right, up next, Idaho, number 33, $58,160 a year.
Idaho's a bit of a sleeper hit. People are starting to discover it.
And driving up prices.
You bet. It's got great outdoor activities, more relaxed vibe. People are moving there.
But while housing might be relatively affordable, transportation and healthcare are expensive.
That's right. It's all about balance.
Number 32 on our list is Virginia, $57,293 a year.
Being close to D.C. doesn't come cheap.
All those government jobs, contractors,
At a higher cost of living. Plus, it's a historic state, lots of tourists.
more demand, higher prices.
It's a theme.
Okay, back to Big Sky Country, Montana. Number 31, a little over $57,100 a year.
Stunning state. National parks, wide open spaces.
But all that beauty comes with a cost.
Yep. Housing, especially near those parks and ski resorts, is getting expensive.
All right, at number 30, we have the Sunshine State, Florida.
Around $57,000 a year on average.
But that's got to vary a lot, right?
Oh yeah, Florida's huge. You've got affordably retirement communities in some areas, and then you've got Miami.
Where a beachfront condo could cost you $1 million.
Exactly. You can't really compare those two.
Okay, moving down the list, number 29, Delaware.
Around $56,500 a year.
Not too bad. What's the deal with Delaware?
It's business-friendly, no sales tax, which is a big draw, and relatively affordable for individuals.
Interesting. Okay, number 28, Utah.
$55,200 a year to live comfortably.
So, skiing, national parks, a strong economy, and not exactly cheap.
Nope, those perks come with a price tag. Housing, especially in cities like Salt Lake City, is getting pretty expensive.
Supply and demand strikes again. Okay, coming in at number 27, we have Pennsylvania. Just over $53,000 a year.
And this is where things start to shift a bit.
How so?
Pennsylvania is the first state on our list where the cost of living is actually less than the national median income.
Finally, some good news for our wallets. All right, at number 26, we have North Carolina, $53,531 a year.
North Carolina's got it going on. Beautiful scenery, a diverse economy, and a relatively low cost of living.
Their tourism ads are right.
They're not lying.
Okay, let's keep this affordable train rolling. Number 25, Wisconsin.
America's Dairyland, and a comfortable living cost of just over $53,100 a year.
Maybe all that cheese and milk helps keep prices down.
Housing costs are particularly attractive there.
Makes sense. All right, number 24, North Dakota. Just under $52,800 a year.
Wide open spaces, not a lot of people, less competition for resources.
And they had that energy boom a while back.
Which created jobs and boosted the economy, making it a more affordable place to live.
All right, up next, South Carolina, number 23, just over $52,200 a year.
Beaches, history, southern charm.
And a pretty reasonable price tag.
It's a win-win.
Okay, holding steady in the affordable range at number 22, we have South Dakota.
Just under $51,900 a year.
Mount Rushmore, the Badlands.
And a lower cost of living than many other states.
Sounds like a road trip is in order. Next up, Minnesota, number 21, just over $51,700 a year.
Beautiful lakes, friendly people, and a cost of living that won't break the bank.
I'm liking these Midwest vibes. All right, coming in at number 20, it's the land of enchantment.
New Mexico, just over $51,100 a year.
Amazing landscapes, a rich culture.
And a cost of living that's well below the national average.
Okay, I'm officially intrigued. All right, at number 19 on our list, we have the Lone Star State.
Texas, just over $50,400 a year.
But Texas is huge. That cost of living must vary a lot, right?
Oh, absolutely. You've got affordable areas, and then you've got Austin.
Where the tech scene is booming, and so are the housing prices.
You got it.
Okay, moving on to number 18, Ohio. Just over $50,100 a year.
Diverse economy, mix of urban and rural areas.
And consistently lower cost of living than the national average.
It's a solid choice.
All right, coming in at number 17, we have Louisiana. Just under $50,000 a year.
Home of jazz, gumbo, and a cost of living that's about 10% lower than the national average.
Okay, now we're talking. What makes it so affordable?
Well, it's had its economic ups and downs, but that's actually made it more attractive for people looking for a lower cost of living.
So sometimes a state's struggles can be a silver lining for budget-conscious folks.
Sometimes, yeah.
Okay, next up, Michigan, number 16. Just under $49,500 a year.
Michigan's a fascinating case. They've been through a lot, economically speaking.
But that's actually made it more affordable.
Exactly, especially housing. Detroit, for example, is experiencing a revival, but prices are still relatively low.
So opportunity and affordability. I like it. All right, number 15, Indiana.
$49,395 a year.
Okay, so we're officially in the under $50,000 range. What's Indiana's secret?
It's the heartland. Strong agriculture, manufacturing.
And a lower cost of living.
You got it.
All right, rounding out our top 15 at number 14 is Wyoming. Just under $49,700 a year.
Yellowstone, Grand Teton National Parks.
And a surprisingly affordable cost of living.
You don't have to break the bank to enjoy all that natural beauty.
That's music to my ears. Okay, we've made it through the first half of our countdown. I gotta say, I'm feeling a little overwhelmed by all these numbers.
I hear you. But don't worry, things are about to get even more interesting.
How so?
In the next part, we're going to dive into the states where your dollar really stretches.
Like really, really stretches.
Oh, yeah. Get ready for some surprises because some of these states might not be on your radar.
Okay, I'm officially intrigued. But before we go, tell us what you think in the comments.
Yeah, any surprises so far? Any states you're dying to hear more about? Let us know.
And don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button if you're enjoying this cost of living journey.
Ready to explore some states where you can actually make your money last.
I'm all ears, especially after that first round of, let's call them aspirational cost of living figures.
Yeah, some of those were eye-opening for sure. But now we're heading into more budget-friendly territory.
Okay, let's do it. Where are we starting?
Number 13 on our countdown, Illinois. You'll need around $49,376 a year to live comfortably there.
Illinois. Really? I thought Chicago was supposed to be, like, super expensive.
Chicago definitely has a higher cost of living than the rest of the state, but those more rural areas help balance things out.
So it's all about location, location, location.
As always. Plus, Illinois has a pretty diverse economy, not too reliant on any one industry, which helps keep costs stable.
Interesting. So you can enjoy big city life or small town charm, depending on your budget. I like the options. Okay, next up, number 12, Georgia, the Peach State.
$49,050 a year for a comfortable life there.
Georgia always seems like a pretty affordable state to me.
It is. Thriving economy, beautiful scenery, and a cost of living that's lower than a lot of people think.
You know, it's interesting. A lot of these more affordable states seem to have a strong agricultural base.
That's a great observation, and you're absolutely right. Agriculture plays a big role in keeping costs down.
Makes sense. They're producing a lot of their own food, so they're less reliant on expensive imports.
Exactly. Plus, agriculture provides a lot of jobs, which helps boost the local economy and keep wages competitive.
So it's a win-win. Okay, let's keep moving down our list. Number 11, Nebraska.
You'll need about $48,990 a year to live comfortably in the Cornhusker State.
Nebraska's not exactly known for being a hot spot, but maybe that's part of its charm.
It definitely has a more laid-back vibe, strong sense of community, and of course that lower cost of living is a major draw.
All right, we're in the top 10 now. And kicking things off at number 10 is Tennessee.
$48,754 a year for a comfortable life there.
I've always wanted to visit Tennessee. All that music history, the Smoky Mountains.
It's a beautiful state, and surprisingly affordable, too. Just keep in mind that Nashville can be a bit pricier than the rest of the state.
Makes sense. Music City comes with a premium. All right, next up, number 9, Iowa.
$48,518 a year for a comfortable life in the Hawkeye State.
Iowa always gets a bit of a bad rap, doesn't it? Like, it's just cornfields as far as the eye can see.
I know, right? But it's actually a really cool state. They've got some great cities like Des Moines and Iowa City. Plus, the people are super friendly.
And that lower cost of living doesn't hurt either. All right, holding steady in the top 10 at number 8, we have Missouri.
You'll need about $47,771 a year to live comfortably in the Show Me State.
Missouri's got a lot of variety, doesn't it? From the Ozark Mountains to the bustling city of St. Louis.
Exactly. It's a state with a lot of personality, and you can experience all of it without breaking the bank.
Okay, I'm adding Missouri to my list of places to visit. All right, number 7, this one's a bit of a shocker.
West Virginia. Only $47,732 a year to live comfortably there.
West Virginia. Seriously, I thought it was like struggling economically.
It has faced some challenges, yeah. But that's actually made it the state with the lowest cost of living index in the entire country.
Wow, I did not see that coming. So what's the catch? Is it like super remote or something?
Well, job opportunities in certain sectors can be limited, but if you're looking for a place where your money will go a long way, West Virginia is definitely worth considering.
Okay, I'm officially intrigued. All right, coming in at number 6 is Kansas. $47,379 a year for a comfortable life.
Campus might not be the most glamorous state, but it's got a lot going for it. Friendly people, a strong sense of community, and that affordability.
It's all about finding those hidden gems, right? Okay, we're in the top 5 now. At number 5, we have Kentucky.
You'll need around $47,318 a year to live comfortably in the Bluegrass State.
Kentucky, home of bourbon, horse racing, and affordability.
That's right. Their overall cost of living is almost 7% lower than the national average.
I'm starting to see a pattern here. A lot of these more affordable states are in the South?
Yep, the South tends to have a lower cost of living overall, plus many of these states have been working hard to attract new residents and businesses, which has helped boost their economies and keep costs down.
Okay, let's keep this affordability train rolling. Number 4, Arkansas.
You'll need about $47,100 a year to live comfortably in the natural state.
Arkansas. Beautiful scenery, friendly people, and a low cost of living. Sounds too good to be true.
It's a hidden gem, for sure. Housing is especially affordable there, which makes a big difference.
We're the top 3. This is getting exciting. Coming in at number 3 is Alabama.
You'll need just $46,577 a year to live comfortably in the heart of Dixie.
Alabama. I'm picturing beautiful beaches, delicious food, and
Yeah.
a surprisingly low cost of living.
It's a state with a lot to offer. Rich history, vibrant culture, and a cost of living that won't break the bank.
All right, drum roll, please. The second most affordable state in the U.S. is Oklahoma.
$46,200 a year for a comfortable life there. Not bad, right?
Oklahoma. That's a surprise. I always thought it was like just cowboys and oil rigs.
Oklahoma's got a lot more to offer than people realize. Diverse economy, friendly people, and a cost of living that's significantly lower than the national average.
Okay, I'm officially adding Oklahoma to my list of states to check out. But wait, you mentioned earlier that there might be some trade-off when it comes to affordability.
Right. While Oklahoma offers a lot of positives, it's important to be aware of potential downsides, too.
Like what?
Well, for example, the quality of education and healthcare can vary quite a bit depending on where you are in the state. And some areas might have higher crime rates than others. It's all about doing your research and weighing the pros and cons.
That's good advice. Affordability isn't everything, all right? The moment we've all been waiting for. The number 1 most affordable state in the U.S. is Mississippi.
$45,900 a year for a comfortable life in the Magnolia State. That's a huge difference compared to those top 10 most expensive states.
Mississippi. I never would have guessed. What makes it so affordable?
Well, it's a combination of factors. Housing is super cheap there, and so are things like groceries, transportation, and healthcare. Plus, they've got a lot of natural beauty and a rich culture.
Okay, I'm officially adding Mississippi to my list. This whole countdown has been eye-opening. I had no idea there was such a huge range in cost of living across the U.S.
It's amazing, isn't it? And what's even more exciting is that affordability doesn't have to mean sacrificing quality of life. So many of these more affordable states offer a fantastic mix of amenities, culture, and natural beauty.
Totally. It's all about finding the right fit for your lifestyle and your budget. I'm still thinking about all those states where you can live comfortably on a salary under $50,000 a year.
It really challenges that whole you need to make 6 figures to have a good life narrative.
Right. There are so many affordable places out there where you can live well and still have money left over to enjoy yourself.
It's all about priorities, right? What matters most to you? Is it living in a big city with all the hustle and bustle, or having more time and money to spend on travel and experiences?
Exactly. And sometimes those hidden gem states offer a better quality of life overall, even if the salaries might be a bit lower.
Absolutely. They often have lower crime rates, less traffic, more access to nature.
And a stronger sense of community. I'm starting to think I need to reevaluate my whole cost of living strategy.
Maybe. It's worth exploring, right?
Definitely. But, even though we've been talking about cost of living in terms of states, it's important to remember that it can vary a lot even within a state.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Like, think about California. The cost of living in San Francisco is wildly different from the cost of living in a small town in the Central Valley.
Right. Or compare Manhattan to upstate New York. It's like 2 different worlds.
Totally. So when you're doing your research, it's important to get granular. Don't just look at statewide averages.
Zoom in on specific cities and neighborhoods. Think about your commute, access to amenities, the overall vibe of the place.
Exactly. And don't be afraid to think outside the box. You might be surprised at what you find.
And honestly, it's made me realize that there's no one right answer when it comes to choosing where to live. It's all about finding the right fit for you, your lifestyle, and your budget.
Absolutely. And it's okay if that changes over time. What feels comfortable and fulfilling today might be different 5 or 10 years from now.
That's a great point. Life is all about growth and change, right?
Totally. So be open to new possibilities, be willing to adapt, and most importantly, don't be afraid to pursue your dreams wherever they may lead you.
Well said. I think that's a perfect note to end on. But before we go, we want to hear from you.
Yes, tell us in the comments. If you could live anywhere in the U.S. regardless of cost, where would you choose and why? What's your dream location?
We'd love to hear what paradise looks like to you. And while you're at it, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, like this episode, and share it with your friends.
We're diving into fascinating topics like this every week, helping you make sense of the world and create a life you love.
Thanks for joining us on this cost of living adventure.
Until next time, keep exploring.